In this episode, I will be talking about the right and left midfield positions. These two positions have the same functions. It's very important to understand that these two positions, left and right midfield, have the same functions. And to be able to be successful in this position, you have to be in good condition. You have to understand zonal marking. And when your team have the ball, you have to understand how to go wide and to be able to receive the ball. And of course, when you lose the ball, you have to chip in the midfield to cover and to mark. And you also have to understand how to penetrate with the ball and also supporting the forwards. Very important. And you have to create space for yourself and for your teammates. It's also very important for you to understand and learn how to distribute the balls. So because when you have the ball, you have to make plays. And a lot of times you have to give penetration passes to the forwards, so that they can be able to score. And yourself, you can score too, you can assist. It's very important to understand that playing left or right midfield, that you can be able to do these functions and also being able to score and support. One very good example or two examples players that can do this very well is Paul Pogba, who plays for France national team and also plays for Manchester United. He is a tireless player. When he has the ball, he makes plays and he makes things happen. So when you play in this position, it's important also to watch players, especially big name players. Watch what they do and try to learn some of their plays, some of their style, to be able to incorporate that in your own game. Very important. Another player that I can tell you is Philippe Coutinho. It's a Brazilian player that plays for Barcelona as we speak. He's also a player that can attack. He can also mark. He can also distribute the ball. These are important functions of these positions. So it's very important to master all the things that I've mentioned. First of all, you gotta be in good shape. Second of all, you have to understand zonal marking. Third, you have to understand when our teammates have the ball, you have to open up wide and be able to receive the pass. And when you lose the ball, you have to be able to chip in and to be able to cover the defense. Very important. I'm going to do additional demonstration so that you can be able to see actually some of the things that we discussed in this particular segment. I decided to use the board to illustrate the functions and the roles of right midfielder and left midfielder. You can see if you are playing 4-4-2 formation or systems, you play 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, and 2 forwards. But this is my choice for now. There are different systems. You can play 3 in the back, 5 in the midfield, and 2 strikers. That is fine. It depends on the coach. But I like 4-2-4. But we are talking about left and right midfield. These two positions play similar role for a team. Your job is when the team have the ball, you guys will expand, open up to receive the ball. Okay? And let's say the team, your team loses the ball, what do? You chip in. And the reason for you to chip in is to choke the opponent so that they will not have the opportunity to penetrate, So when your team have the ball, you open up to receive the ball. But remember, another function that midfielders have, of course, to score goals. The next one is distribution of the ball, making sure when you get the ball, you distribute to the forwards, kicking the ball to the forwards so that the forwards can score. And also, to mark, make sure you're marking, make sure that you're stopping an opponent. You don't want an opponent to penetrate through the midfield, because midfield is the key for any team to win or lose. If you lose the midfield, let's say the four midfielders are not playing well, you're about to lose the game. Because through the midfield, you can feed the two forwards. So and the midfielders can penetrate. So the midfielders have to function properly for you to win the game. So very important. So the left midfield and the right midfield need to also function. In regards to chipping in, coming back, some players, they attack and they lose the ball, they stand. Then they leave their position open. Then maybe another defender will try to come, then the defense will be open. But this player, when you lose the ball as a midfielder, you need to come back right away. So that is very, very important. You need to understand that when you play right midfield or left midfield, you will be running up and down, up and down. Again, up and down, up and down. Again, you have to be in top condition to play midfield. You have to be in top condition. You can't be mediocre. You have to be in top condition to be able to play midfield. And again, you don't wait for the coach to get you to be in the best shape you can be. You do for yourself. Go out there in the field, practice. You will be very good. It's like every other thing. When you don't practice, you don't get there. But when you practice, you get to the promised land. That's what it takes. When I was playing, I did extra training all the time. I would go out in the field. I would do 20-25 miles just to be in top condition. And I remember my coach at San Diego Normans. I was living in San Francisco. I signed a contract playing for San Diego Normans, but I was living in San Francisco. I was in graduate school then. I didn't live in San Diego. I wasn't really practicing with the team. I only practiced with the team when I come on Friday, and we practice on Friday. Then most of the time we have games on Saturday. And my coach, during the practice, he will use me as an example. He will tell the players, this guy doesn't even practice with the team, but he was always in top condition. Do you know what I did? I was doing more beach run. I would go to the beach on the sand. I would do 10-15 miles. Then find a team in Beach LA, in San Francisco, people that are familiar with San Francisco. I'll find a team to play with, get scrimmage. Then on Friday, I will fly to San Diego. Then Saturday, we had games. And I will come into the game and I will be flying like a bird, because I was in top condition. So it's very important to be in top condition. It's very important, to do first, like I always say, do your job first before you do extra. Always do your job first before you do extra. Don't leave your position because you want to score for the team. Then and leave your position open. Coaches don't like that. A coach might remove you from the game if you notice that you're not playing your position.